This battle is mainly between Jordan, Egypt, and Israel. This battle starts at June 5, 1967, and the first attack starts at 7:45 a.m. A stunning opening blow by the Israel attack on the Egyptian Air Force by an airstrike. This war started because after the 1956 Suez Crisis, there were numerous minor border clashes between Israel and its Arab neighbors, particularly Syria. On November 4, 1966, the Soviet Union voted a six-power resolution inviting Syria to prevent incidents that constitute a violation of General Armistice Agreement. Another reason that this war started is that Egypt doesn't like Israel because of the Suez crisis that Israel created, and Israel is a big threat to the Egyptians. So the Egyptian president, Gamal Abdel Nasser, have called the Arab nations to destroy Israel. The people also think that Israel is not that strong, so it can be defeated. But as a result, in 1 week, the Six Day War, Israel have defeated the Egyptians and won a great victory. But how can this tiny nation won such a war and have achieved such a great victory over Egypt? Because Israel is a country that doesn't have good armed forces, it is not too strong, and maybe it doesn't even have the ability to fight a country. So how did Israel succeed in this Six-Day War? The Israel succeed because they have a good and smart leader, Yosh Tisson. Yosh Tisson is the chief of the planning for the IAF Israel Air Force. He had a plan of attacking the aircraft runway on the enemies, which means Egypt. And he had planned to attack the runway because after the runway is disabled, all the aircraft of the enemy will become useless. Because, because every aircraft without a runway, it can't fly, and it will just sitting on the ground and do nothing. As a conclusion to the Six-Day War between Israel, Jordan, and Egypt, although Israel is a small nation, but it has smart and good brains, so Israel won the war by the first offense to the enemy, which is attacking the runway of the aircraft, and second, discover new technology such as tanks and bombs. So this is the reason why Israel won the war between Egypt and Jordan and other countries.